You want to know what a narcissist's favorite weapons are to use against you? By the end of this video, you are going to know what they are and, most importantly, how to combat against them so that you can protect yourself. You're going to want to make sure you watch all the way till the end so that you will know how to protect yourself against the narcissist's favorite weapons. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert. And on this channel and in these videos, I give you everything you need to escape, protect yourself, and make sure you can beat that narcissist and be victorious. So you're going to want to make sure that you subscribe quickly. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I've helped millions of people through this channel and thousands of people through my resources, through my law practice, and I can definitely help you too. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, today we are tackling one of the most important topics, which is what the narcissist's favorite weapons are, and most importantly, how you can spot them and also fight back against them. All right. You're going to want to make sure you watch all the way till the end, because at the end, I'm going to give you what the most vicious ones are and how you can fight back against them. All right. So number one is texts and emails. So here's the thing. Narcissists are inherently afraid. That's the truth of the matter. They're actually more afraid of you than you are of them. For the most part, they don't do things like right at you. They try to use like other forms. And so they'll use texts or emails or things like that to try to get at you. They'll use forms of things to try to make you feel intimidated in some way. They might use some kind of psychological thing, especially when the relationship breaks down. So during the discard phase, this is when you start to see the birth of the smear campaign. You become public enemy number one at that point, because they see things in black and white. You're either for them or against them. And when you are now against them, then they have to go after you. They have to show the world that they got you before you got them. And so they're going to want to kind of create this paper trail of you are now, the enemy in some way. So they might actually confirm things that aren't even true. This is to confirm that you said this, or that this is happening, or something like that. And like that conversation never even happened. And so what you'll have to do is just straight up say this conversation never happened, something like that. Or if there's a sea of crap coming at you, don't defend yourself. I always say, pretend like you're reporting the news. Never explain, justify, or overshare. Don't get emotional. Don't get down in the weeds with them. You say things like, I am in receipt of your email. I deny everything you're saying, and then just pick through and find the one or two things that you absolutely need to respond to, and then only respond to those things. Just remember that every text, every email, everything that you send, everything that you post is a potential trial exhibit. So watch yourself and don't get down in the mud. Don't get into the weeds with them. So I want you to put that in the comments right now. I will watch myself. And don't get into the weeds. Stay out of the weeds. All right. The next thing that they do is they ghost you. They try to get you triggered by ghosting you. They just stop responding so that you will start going nutso on them. They do things to try to make you get emotional. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be triggered. They want you to look like the crazy one. They want you to look like you're the one who's emotional and crazy so that they can turn around and say, look, there's the crazy one. And they use that against you. And I've seen that many, many times. So be careful about that. Okay. So that's number 2. Number three is that they will use flying monkeys. What flying monkeys are the people that they line up to be their like army of bullies, so that you feel isolated, so you feel like the world is against you, like you're the only one who thinks a certain way, or that you feel like everybody else is on the bully's side, on the narcissist side, and you are alone. And so why bother even trying to win this war? Because you're never going to win. It's a psychological way of thinking. And a lot of times I want you to know the flying monkeys may not even know that they're being love bombed by this narcissist. They may not even realize the truth of what's going on. And it doesn't matter. You need to stand in your own power and know your own truth. Just march forward, regardless of what's going on with those flying monkeys. I do have a whole video, by the way, on how to shut down a narcissist smear campaign. Definitely check that out. And number 4, this is very, very important. Very important. They use the court system as a sword. They will start filing false allegations, and you're going to want to go crazy when they start doing this. Now, what I want you to know is just because they file it in the court is not evidence. What's put in the court system is not evidence. All right. They still have to prove it. And most of the time, the judges don't even read that stuff. They still have to have a hearing on it. They still have to prove it. They still have to submit evidence to prove their allegations. So don't go crazy when you see things being filed in the court system that aren't true. And you have to get on the offensive. You need to have a strategy that will potentially expose them, that will create leverage against them. And that's my slay strategy. Strategy, leverage, anticipate what the narcissist is going to do and be 2 steps ahead of them, and focus on you being offensive and building an invisible fence around that narcissist. And you cannot negotiate with a narcissist in a regular, reasonable person way. The regular rules of negotiation just simply will not work. 99% of attorneys do not understand narcissism. I certainly didn't until I started doing this work a couple of years ago and really decided to dive in and understand narcissism. So you have to do the work. You have to prepare your case and present it to your attorney and help your attorney to understand what's going on. And I do have a whole video, by the way, on how to beat a narcissist in court. I would definitely highly recommend that you watch that. And I would also make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, grab my free Crush My Negotiation worksheet at winmynegotiation.com for sure. Start with that. Join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, if you are dealing with a narcissist. Remember to never give in, because if you give in, they definitely win, right? So never give in, never give up, and grab my free resources to get started. And remember to slay, because you can do this, all right? I'm here for you. I'm here for support. That's what I do all day long. And we can do this together. All right. And remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video.